Storm Track weather with meteorologist Blaze Keller.
We're looking at accumulated snow from the start of the month through today's day, and where we break into these light pinks and these grays, that's where we're getting upwards of that 20-inch mark, especially where we see those grays. And you can see the areas that have picked up 175 to almost 300% of their total, so certainly well over what we would normally pick up through this time, but take a look at where they're really lacking on some of that snow off towards northwestern parts of the state, where some folks haven't even picked up 5 inches of snow for the entire month yet. And with temperatures looking to remain above freezing here as we go over the next few days, it might be hard for them to really get to at least a half a foot of snow by the end of January. We are tracking a chance for some snow, but that comes as we go Monday night into Tuesday. Until then, winds are going to turn out of the southwest, so I would expect, while Grant County is underneath that dense fog advisory right now, more of southern Wisconsin will be placed under a dense fog advisory as we go further into the evening, possibly by the morning hours on Monday. We got southwesterly winds, which typically bring warmer air, and we're going to continue to do a lot of melting. So there's just a lot of moisture that's not going anywhere, sitting over parts of not only Wisconsin, but parts of Minnesota, Iowa, as well as Illinois and Missouri. Anybody there in the gray, you can kind of see it, is going to be underneath that dense fog advisory. And that's almost all of Iowa. Now, back at home, temperature-wise, we're in the 30s. Winds are out of the northwest. They're going to turn out of the southwest. And as I mentioned, typically southwesterly winds just bring that little bit of warmth, a little bit of moisture as well. So that's all going to come together, and that's going to create the kind of perfect environment for that fog to redevelop here as we go further into the evening, and then continue to sit around as we go overnight into those morning hours on Monday. I would just budget for a foggy drive to work on Monday. That'll hopefully lift by the late afternoon. We're going to sit underneath cloudy conditions throughout the rest of your Monday, though, as those winds turn out of the southwest. And as we go overnight into Tuesday, that's when we watch as a weak warm front brings about our first chance for a rain-snow mix. And then as that low begins to move through the area, we could, as we go Tuesday into Wednesday, see a chance for isolated to scattered light mixed precipitation showers. I wouldn't really get excited for any sort of accumulations. It's not going to happen. We're just too warm, and this is a clipper, so there's not a lot of moisture for it to work with coming out of Canada in the first place. And we continue to eye that warmer than average bullseye over not only the Midwest, but specifically parts of Wisconsin as we head into those first few days of February. There's been rumblings that we're going to cool down at the end of February. I don't see it right now, so we might have already just had winter. It might have come and gone. The snow is still on the ground. We just saw folks enjoying that earlier today, skiing, snowboarding, but you know, with the 7-day forecast, I don't see a lot of snow sticking around by the time we go into next weekend, when we could start to cool down a little bit, but that's still above average. But other than that chance, Monday night into Tuesday, a really slim chance there. Thursday, we're quiet for Friday, Groundhog Day. I think if he sees a shadow, it's more winter, but I don't trust the rodent, so I don't really care. The rodent.
How dare you say that?
I have a beef with groundhogs and predicting weather, so.
Okay, well, I don't know if we can get into that right now, but.
No, we have to go to sports. Something happened.
Something's always happening.
Take it away, Luke.
Okay, thank you, Blaze. The Badgers are now 8-1 in conference play, but this week they reached two big individual